What happens to a comedian when you take away their audience? This is a show where comedians perform to a camera alone in a room while the audience watches from an entirely different room. All the comedians will be wearing noise-canceling headphones, so they'll have no idea how their set is going. This is 7 Minutes in Purgatory.
Are we ready to start the show? Please put your hands together for Mr. Joel Kim Booster!
Oh boy, the last time I was in a truck by myself with just a camera, it was a trap, so this is very triggering. So I guess let's just get some of the housekeeping out of the way, the elephant in the room. My name, it's super weird, Joel Kim Booster, what's up with that? It doesn't match his face, Joel up top, that's pretty Jewish, and then Kim in the middle, that seems better. And then Booster, which is a word, not a name. I get it. It's strange. I don't understand it either. But the reason I have that sort of weird name is because I was adopted in the mid-'80s by a nice Midwestern white couple, like many Korean babies. You guys, if you grew up in the mid-'80s, you probably know that Korea was the seamless of babies. They would just fly a baby straight over, no questions asked, no fees. Growing up, I knew I was gay before I knew I was Asian. It's very, lots of laughter. He's gay. But it was strange for me growing up because I don't meet a lot of cultural expectations of what an Asian person should be, I'm terrible at math. I don't know karate, my dick is huge, so it's just it's so difficult for me. I don't actually know, though, if my dick is that big because every time I look at it, it's pixelated. So it's anyone's guess at this point. I really don't know. I'm sure a couple perverts got a real kick out of that. I don't understand people who don't masturbate. I don't get it. Make absolutely no noise at all if you masturbate constantly. That's what I thought. Everybody does it. If I said make some noise, I should be able to hear it from out here in this van because everybody does. That's actually the hardest part about being single for me right now is just all the Saturday and Sunday afternoons I spend in my bed just don't masturbate again, don't masturbate again, don't masturbate again. And then just a conflicting voice that pops in and is yeah, but who are you saving all these loads for, Joel? Who's waiting for all these loads? No one, And it's tough. I feel when you've been single for as long as I have, you get a lot of unsolicited advice. I hear so often, Joel, you must play hard to get. You must play hard to get, which is very difficult for me to do because I'm very easy to get, Just been tricked into a lot of situations. I am in a van right now, I'm so available that in the last calendar year, this is 100% true, I have been stood up by 3 different guys on 3 different first dates. The hardest part about that for me is not knowing how those guys died, what happened? Was it a grease fire? Some sort of animal attack? Such a different curve in the gay community. In Chicago, where I'm from, I'm a solid 7. Here in New York, I'm a 6. And then, in LA, I'm a solid burn victim. It's not good. Can you see the terrible makeup that I just kicked over my adult acne? I'm very hormonal. Well, I was a pretty gay kid growing up, and it was never more apparent than it was 1994. I wanted what every little boy in the nation wanted for Christmas that year. You guys probably know what it is. Just scream it out with me. I can't hear you, but I know you'll be saying it with me. The Crimp and Curl Pony by the Cabbage Patch Company. Yeah. I wanted it, and my mom, she was super cool. She got it for me. My dad, not as excited. He looked at my mom, and he was like, Janet, what the fuck? This is a girl's story. And that's it. I'm gone. Bye. Give it up for Joel.
All right, Joel, how was that for you?
I did not enjoy that. I got in there, and I was like, no, I'm living, this is a physical manifestation of a panic attack right now. I'm just gonna gobble up some Xanax and, forget it ever happened.